Assalamu alaikum friends, how are you? Today we will discuss about pinhole camera. Before starting the video, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for more updates. So guys, let's go starting our video. When was the pinhole camera invented? When, where and how? The pinhole camera is also known as the dark chamber or camera obscura. It's an optical imaging device shaped like a chamber or closed box. Essentially, it's a light-proof box with a small hole in one side and photographic paper or film at the other. Photography, as we know it has been around for less than 200 years. However, its evolution at that time has been phenomenal. It's gone from a crude process involving caustic chemicals and unwidely awkward cameras to the simple sophistication of creating and sharing images instantly. The pinhole camera started out as a tool offered optical scientists and astronomers who are trying to understand things like the wavelength of light and solar eclipses. By the 16th century, they would also become popular with artists and painters. The invention of pinhole camera. While photography as we know it may be relatively new, the first idea of the camera was used to study optics, not to take and create images. In fact, Ibn al-Haytham, also known as Al-Hazan 945 to 1040, was an Arab scholar who is credited as the first person to have studied how humans see. Al-Hazan is credited with the inventing the camera obscura as we think of it. Even though there are references to the camera obscura as early as 400 BCE in China and is Aristotle returns around the year 330 BCE. These references are purely philosophical and there's nothing to suggest they actually built a device to test their theory. Rather, Aristotle talks about light falling through opening between a tree's leaves that give a perfect projection of the sun on the ground. Aristotle noticed that while the opening between the leaves was not perfectly round and irregular, the image on the ground was 2400 years ago. Aristotle could not explain this phenomena. It would be 900 years before someone could. Al-Hazan put three candles in a row and put a screen with a small hole with the wall and the candles. What he noticed was how the images were formed by means of the small holes. The candles to the right made an image to the left on the wall. From this, he was able to deduce the linearity of light. In the centuries following Al-Hazan's studies, the pinhole technique was used to study sunlight projected from a small aperture by optical scientists. Aside from science, the camera obscura was used for astronomy, and once a lens was fitted, it was also used as drawing aid, a tool that amateur painters and artists found most useful. Most notably, Leonardo da Vinci in his notebook drew over 270 diagrams of camera obscura. Da Vinci died in 1590, and it would not be until 1979 that his notebooks were deciphered and translated. Papal astronomers in 1580 used a pinhole and known mark in Vatican's observatory in Rome because they wanted to prove to Pope Gregory VIII that the spring equinox should be on 21 March, not 11 March. 2 years later, in 1582, the Pope corrected the Julian calendar by 10 days, which created the Georgian calendar that the calendar we use today. Who invented the pinhole camera? This is hard to pin down. Some have argued and it's Al-Hazan because of his experiments in 10th century. Others thought it was scientist from Nepal's Giovanni Battista della Porta in 1538 to 1615. This was due to his description of the lens pinhole camera obscura in his Magia Naturals and 1558. However, we know he is fact did not invent it. Hope guys you have understand about the pinhole camera. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Thank you.